If you're 35 and over and looking down at your pot bellies making you feel depressed and sad, then you need to seriously consider taking action for the sake of your mental health. The best exercise for your pot belly is not simply diving headfirst into the gym to smash a full body weight session. You need to be more strategic to get the best bang for your buck. My name's Josh Shepherd and I've helped hundreds of busy guys and dads just like you melt away their beer bellies and love handles with the exact method I'm about to show you. The thing I see everywhere at the moment is things such as Hyroxes or ultra marathons being promoted as the best thing to get into great shape. And although you will get into great shape from these are far from necessary. And in fact, they are overkill 95% of the time. The goal with shrinking that pot belly for the individual who is super busy with work, with their kids, needs to be incredibly strategic. You need to imagine that the more precise you are with your planning, the less effort and time you need to put in overall when compared to those doing Hyroxes. But if you watch all the way through, I will fully explain this. Firstly, what you're seeing with a pot belly is often visceral fat. Not just a soft layer you can pinch, but the deep fat under the subcutaneous layer, which is packed inside the abdominal cavity, wrapping around your organs. That internal fat can push outwards, making your waist protrude and distort how much surface fat you think you have. This, unfortunately, can make you look more belly heavy and bloated than you actually are. Most of all, lifting matters for glucose control. This will preserve the muscle and raise your overall metabolic capacity. Broken down into two parts, the first part of your training will be lifting barbells and dumbbells. Lifting with these tools will allow you to pack on the most amount of muscle in the shortest period of time. You need to think of having bigger muscles like having a bigger engine on a car. Just sitting there idling, you'll be burning much more fuel than you would do with a small engine on a smaller car. Now for planning, I would typically do 2 to 3 sessions per week with these tools at around 60 minutes per session. The one session would be total power moves such as deadlifts, squats, bench, leg and military press. And the other 1 or 2 sessions will focus more on sculpting the muscles via dumbbells. The second part to the lifting will be using kettlebells. Now the kettlebells are great to fit in between your main muscle building sessions because of how they distribute the working load. For example, when performing the kettlebell swing, you'll be using your lats, shoulders, chest, glutes, hamstring and much more. What this means is that you can push yourself hard and get your metabolism super high. They're great for mind-body connection, they burn a ton of calories, and in short, they are fun to do. Now this will equal around 3 to 4 hours worth of work split across the week. And this is okay and adequate to get rid of the pot belly, but in order to get that maximal effectiveness, you need to do this one extra trick. With another 30 to 45 minute extra session, either on one of the lifting days or by itself, you can tip the scales in your favor. So what we'd do once a week is a 30 to 45 minute jog on the one week, and on the other week I would do 15-second sprints about 30 times with 60 seconds break in between. Before each sprint, if you're out of breath, then you aren't giving yourself enough recovery time to get the maximal effectiveness from the workout. Also, this alternation of running types will help with motivation, challenge your body in different ways in the right dosage. The sprints will literally supercharge your metabolism. So why is this method so effective when compared to other methods? First, by lifting heavy weights during your power session, you're building up the big muscle density, which will literally soak up the food that you eat. This will make it less likely that the food that you eat will be turned directly into fat. The hypertrophy training days are going to shape and define your body and muscles so that you look better and stronger whilst your stomach is reducing in size. The kettlebell days are going to maximize your muscular endurance and heart health. Finally, the sprints are going to completely change your hormones, making it more likely that your body will search for internal fat to burn as fuel. Now, if you're a guy who's 35 or over, super busy with high-level work, or a busy family man, this methodology will give you the best bang for your time invested. And this will be compared to things such as running for 2 hours a day, or Hyrox, which will destroy your central nervous system and spike your cortisol, leading to fat storage. This method instead will transform your body, all whilst being enjoyable and eclectic at the same time. So if you want to lose that pot belly, give me a subscription and check out my other content. And if you want direct personalized coaching, follow the link in the description and book a call. I'm only taking one client per month for the next 6 months, so I can fully dedicate all my energy to getting them the best results. If you invest, you will get the physique you want.